Ну что, добрый вечер всем. Пойдем мы продолжать бандюк мочить.
Looked like Passos had brought us to the right place. That was the chopper the Commando Sombra used to escape the nightclub attack. If Fabiana wasn't around here, then at least someone that knew where she was had to be.
Там так пройти нельзя. А ёлки-палки, его пробел нажал.
Here I was, some hopped-up gringo a long way from home, making trouble the only way I knew. As the weather worsened, I caught a glimpse of the rusted shells of previous lives that had been lived out here in this swampy shithole, and I wondered if I would end up the same way, or what would happen to that girl I was supposed to protect.
Может, какие-то запчасти найду, а может, не найду. Сработало.
I had no idea what lay ahead, and as much as part of me would rather be anywhere else, I knew this was where I had to be. I felt responsible. I just had to fix the situation right here.
Привет, ты куда пропал?
Привет, никуда не пропадал. Ну, вчера, проще скажу, просто целый день что-то был занят туда-сюда, а под вечер уже тупо как-то пропало настроение, я не знаю, с плохим настроением, что включать стрим не особо было. Зачем другим портить тоже настроение, если у меня его нет? Не было.
А игру решил все, таки пройти?
Ну это да, я решил пройти, просто...
Сейчас все хорошо?
Да, все нормально. Все нормально, спасибо.
I couldn't understand them, but I didn't have to. Cheap hoods are the same from here to Timbuktu. The slab of meat on the boat was clearly the boss. Serrano, they called him. And it seemed that our suspicions were correct. Fabiana was here, somewhere further ahead. I had to find her quickly and quietly if possible. Last thing I wanted was a party with these clowns.
Это, походу, со стелсом не особо. Хотя у меня с глушаком пистолет был. Можно было и не шуметь. Но пришлось пошуметь. Туда нельзя.
Я думала, что может YouTube глючит или что-то серьезное случилось.
Да нет, все хорошо. Ничего не случилось.
I kept moving toward the signs of life. rubbing them out as I went along. I guessed the center of the maze was in this direction. I'd seen enough to know that Fabiana was at least alive, if not exactly well. Her captors didn't look like they were quite the kind and gentle type. I had to find that room quickly.
Думала, может, 10:30 начнешь. А нет, вчера настроение пропало. Что не было стрима.
Ну, Настя, извини, что расстроил. Ну, не хотел просто расстраиваться. Исправлюсь, исправлюсь. Куда влетел? Ух ты, блин. Плечо.
I didn't want to think about what would be happening on that video feed now. Just my own imminent cameo.
Да все хорошо, сегодня же стрим. Я правда приболела, немного, горло болит. А так настроение уже явно лучше.
Ну, ты ж там выздоравливай, не запускай это дело. Ну, я рад, что поднялся настроение.
The room I'd seen was somewhere up ahead.
Не, лучше с глушаком. А фонарик ты зачем включил? А как тебя выключить? Ладно.
I had to keep moving. I hoped that I'd find Fabiana sooner than later, if at all.
Хорошо, спасибо. Еще бы что-нибудь из ужастиков постримил.
Ну, я там собираюсь, нарыл одну игрушку. Есть, как он называется, Fear, как-то так, 3 части. Она жанром ужастиков. Ну, если есть какие у тебя предложения, рассмотрю.
Обалдеть, боюсь ее с самого детства.
Знаешь, все-таки такой? Там девочка какая-то есть, я уже не помню, я проходил как-то давно.
Да какие у меня могут быть предложения, я поддержку твою.
Не, ну, мало ли что.
У меня отец играл в эту игру.
Ну, там есть еще попугаться и еще пострелять. Так сказать, разнообразие хорошее.
Но с тобой прохождение будет куда лучше и интерес. Ее.
Ну хорошо, вот, значит, договорились, начнем после этой игрушки. Куда это ты стреляешь? Че, через забор сложно прострелить? Да, тут какой-то забор, он или простреливается. Нормально они меня разобрали. 2 аптечки потратил. Или я уже навык растерял. А что это за нот? Как-то меня там убили. Я что-то не понял. Куда спрыгнул?
Я там мало что помню, особенно где стримаки. Да ладно-ка, за день невозможно растерять навыки.
Ну, я там вообще ее, эту игру не помню, можно сказать. Я помню, что там какая-то девочка была, типа как из фильма там, как называется, «Звонок», или какой там был похожий фильм. Я ж, блин, боевик. Чего я не могу прыгать? Это странно. Не может вылезти.
Ну да, там эксперт. Мент вроде над девочкой папа производил. Она теперь мстит всем.
Вот надо сюжет будет немножко прочитать там. Вот, другое дело. Как не могу как-то салак расстрелять. Я ж сам Брюс Уиллис, ё-моё. Нет, сюда он не заходит.
That was the chair that she had been held in. I had just missed them.
Так, калаш.
She was on the move. If they'd finally decided to kill her, I wasn't doing anything to persuade them otherwise.
Да не заворачиваться надо. А чё ты пистолет берешь? Херня какая-то.
Cala a boca, ninguém pode te ouvir, caralho! Sua burguesinha safada! Vou te pegar, é? Vou te pegar antes que eu boto uma bala na tua cabeça!
There she was, right in front of me. The drunk fool in me wanted to make a play. But I had just about enough sense to know that I'd end up with another dead girl in my arms if I did.
Não, velho, não. O irmão já falou, velho, ele quer ela inteira. Aí, você vai jogar dinheiro no lixo, hein? Caralho,
что, надо пошуметь тут?
essa porra, mano.
Плохо, что у меня гранаты нет никакой. Что странно. Что, всех наказал? Калаш бери. О.
It seemed Serrano's boys had targeted the entire Bronco family and didn't give a shit which one they pinched.
Кнопочка.
I opened the door to the next circle of this low-rent hell.
О. Что за ствол? Подождите, отвали, а то слишком много на вас.
А у тебя красивый почерк?
Нет, у меня, кроме почерк, некрасивый. Как курица лапой. Ну, я редко встречал парней, которые красивый почерк.
Ахах.
Это же можно немножко схожий почерк, как эти. Как врачи пишут. Рецепты. Напишут так, что хер поймешь, что они там написали.
Ну а понятный.
Ну, иногда могу, я же говорю, написать так, что не поймешь.
Вот так сравнение, ахахах.
Ну да. Ну что, не встречала
These were the
такое?
floor plans to the
У врачей
nightclub.
такое ощущение,
Seemed Mr.
что у них
Serrano
своя
liked to be
какая-то школа
prepared. Proper little
правописания
Boy
и
Scout.
почерков. У них свой там. Через верх зайдет. Ну да ладно, ты там. А у тебя красивый почерк. Ой, они грены разбрасывают. И нормально разбрасывают. Ладно. Где там кто?
Ой, меня красиво пишет. Но если быстро-быстро пиши, то красиво, но половину слов не разберешь.
Ага. Блин, хорошо подкрался. Ну, да, когда быстро пишешь, ты иногда сам можешь не понять, что ты нам написал. Ух ты, грена. Да блин, достали они меня забрасывать гранатами. Ладно. Подкрадемся поближе. Да, что-то не катит.
У меня просто буква Н как никак, поэтому многие не могут прочитать, что я написала. У меня тоже было, что я не могла прочесть свою писанину, аха.
Ну да, есть такое, что да, как напишешь, что потом самому надо переводчик какой-то искать. Где вы? Да сколько можно?
I hadn't seen Fabiana in a worrying amount of time, but at least I wasn't following a trail of her fingers.
А как прекрасная личка заживает? Калитка.
I had to keep on going across the docks.
Да, совсем чуть-чуть видно царапины. Спасибо за заботу.
Ну, хорошо.
Malaria tablets might have been more useful out there.
Это я фонарик, наверное, как-то включил. Нет. Смотрела фильм «Синяя бездна», но перевели как бы на российский рынок. На самом деле он называется там 47 метров, ну, под водой, там внизу.
Я вчера утром об дверцу холодильника ударилась. Ахаха. Я сначала плакала, а потом смеялась.
Ну да, это надо ж умудриться ж, наверное. Ты что, дверца была открыта, что ли? Ну, блин. Или у тебя есть такое немножко неуклюжесть или невнимательность? Так, надо туда бежать. Так там про фильм все-таки, так там про этих, про акул было там. Опа! А водила где? Лодка сама поплыла. Сколько у вас, ребята?
Морозилка снизу. Я холодильника и треснула себе. У меня бывают такие заскоки очень редко. И то я не понимаю, как... насчет фильма по названию не помню.
Ну, происходит, да, неожиданно такие моменты бывают в жизни. Когда вроде что-то делаешь, получается абы как. И потом в результате не то, что ты расстраиваешься, как больше смешит сама ситуация, как вообще это случилось. Ну, про сам фильм рассказывать не буду, может, посмотришь. Называется она «Синяя бездна» или как она называется? Скажи, что там встречаются твои любимые рыбки. Не, ну на один раз так можно взглянуть. Ну, честно говоря, там много чего такого. Блин, еще не выжил. Ты возле меня стоял и пулькал. Красиво меня наказали. Я про тебя помню. Ты тут стоял, блин, сухаря подстреливал меня. Вылазь. Что еще пробил, может, ящики? Где кто с меня тут стрелял? Вон. Ах ты, я вас не заметил. Ох, как хорошо. Хэт. Это он всю эту девчонку спасает. Беги, Макс.
А про пираний смотрел?
Пираньи, это который молодежный такой фильм там, да? Такой чуть не плюс 18.
They took her in a boat. That way. Straight ahead.
Okay, don't worry. Hang on.
Boy, did I need to hang on. The whole
Да,
operation was
наверное,
slipping out
тоже
of our
много их
grip.
есть.
I was an
Ну,
overconfident
наверное,
chump going into the
который один из
jungle
последних
alone.
там такой.
Shit, more company!
Молодежи-то хрена. Ну, последний, в общем, вроде. Я смотрел последний. Блин, я что-то их не вижу, они меня простреливают. Не, ну так, задумка ничего. Насколько я помню, там просто много всякой этой пошлятины вроде было. Там сиськи, письки, вот это вот. А так, вроде ничего, красиво жрали там все. Ой, блин, надо было подстрелить.
Крови много. Было?
Ну да, много было крови. Ах, не подстрелил, хана нам. Как-то, блин, лодку быстро нам простреливают, негодяи.
Смотрела комедия и ужастик, называется «Попали». По зомбарей. Прикольный фильм. Посмеяться можно много где.
Не слышал такой. О, Грена.
Look so good.
Fuck, man! One of the engines is gone! Give me a second!
Автомат перегрелся. Еще Грена. О, как взлетит сейчас. Акшон.
Over there, man, over there! I got it. Make progress. I can't concentrate with bullets when you pass my head.
Где тут бочки с горючим? Это слабо тут все подлетает. Вон вижу.
Глянь, там про вирус, который только на женский пол распространялся. И как мужики с ними справлялись, концовка неожиданная, плюс маты.
Ага, я понял. Хорошо. Вот она, бочка. Сейчас взорвется. Вау.
Knew you could do it. Very cool.
Hey, you see that? Shit, look out, more of them!
Ну давай, взрывайся. Вау.
Hey, that's them. We're back.
Nice job. I'm sure they missed us. That's us on your right. Look out.
Ну да, таранул. Как коктейли и молотова работает.
Hey, I got an
Пешком
idea.
придется или
Hold on.
нет? Плавать.
Ah, shit.
Catch up. I'll drive if you get these posts out of the way.
Взрывайся ты.
Jesus!
с такими темпами сейчас меня взорвут.
Brazilian tourist office should get a load of this.
Man, they know all about it. Chose a different campaign.
The place was crawling. How many guys they got?
How many poor kids want nice sneakers? It ain't hard to hire. Hey, we're on them again.
See Fabian?
Move up,
Давай, догоняем.
All right. I'll get us a little closer.
Close in!
Just give me a second.
This is screwed. We're not coming this close to let her go.
I'm afraid this shit's gonna come down to more than willpower.
Get me next to them!
Сколько у вас тут?
Gonna hit the pier!
Давай, стрелять. Сверху. О. Молодец. Меткий. Чё церемониться? Помочь надо. Как ты... Метелку застрелил. Все-таки не успел.
Try it, man.
Fabiana had slipped through my fingers for a second time. Another habit I didn't want or need.
It's close. We almost had her.
Да, close.
I don't think we ever had much of a chance. No one told us they had an entire goddamn army.
I don't think anybody knew. Crazy shit.
Yeah. It's all crazy, pal. Non-stop insanity. Thought I left all this shit behind. Easy gig, you said. What a fool I was to get involved in this madness.
Дома так холодно.
А что у вас? Батареи не слабенько греют? Какая там у вас температура? Наверное, около нуля?
Очень слабенько.
Плохо.
Get up, bro. Max. Wake up, Max. Come on. Get up, you big bastard.
На
Come on.
улице, да.
Yeah? You don't look up.
Just give me a second, will you? Really not feeling too good.
Hey, Max, what is it with you and interior design? Huh? You really know how to give a place a great lived-in feel, huh? This is beautiful.
Fuck off with the fucking wisecracks. Really, I'm not in the mood.
Okay, sorry, bro. The boss wants to see us, so let's go, come on.
Одни пузыри.
Take your time, man.
На телеке. Везде.
Jesus.
I heard that.
Oh, give me a second. I'm not feeling so good.
Bom dia.
Alice estava aí?
O que o senhor acha? Claro que sim. E o senhor bem pontual,
Tudo bem.
não? Ah,
You fucking pair of clowns!
I'm sorry, sir. We risked our lives several times over trying to save...
I know. I just wish I knew what was happening and why.
Yes. Who has it in for our family?
I mean, just because we are rich and happy, is that a good reason to hate us? I do a lot of good in this town. A lot!
This is hell for me. As I told you yesterday, when I get Fabiana back, I think I will move us to Miami or Geneva. It feels like nothing good can come from living in Sao Paulo right now.
I hope you're not giving up on our city, Senor Branco. Listen, we will catch the man. You have my word on that.
Listen to Mr. Becker, brother. Yes, these are tough times, but we have been through it before. Like when Father died.
Father had a heart attack visiting a brothel. Yeah, it was humiliating, embarrassing, for sure. But now this is different. This is the end for me.
Well, she's not dead. Maybe we'll be lucky and get her back safe soon.
I can almost guarantee it, if you do as I ask.
Maybe.
Be strong, brother. For your wife. I know this has been tough on you, but things will get better. For all of us. Hmm? Marcelo, pasos in my helicopter. This way.
Sure.
Mr. Becker,
Senhor?
let us give you a ride.
Bom. Até logo, Senhor Branco. And may I say, you would be best served se contratar profissionais e não esses amadores pés de chinelo.
Goodbye, Mr. Becker.
Até logo, Senhor Branco.
I had so many plans, Max.
Didn't we all?
I was born into great fortune. Sometimes it feels like I have done nothing apart from being a rich man in a poor country. The men I talk to, they only see money. Now my wife, I am not naive. She does not love me for my body.
Well, despite your good fortune, you're still a decent man.
Am I? I don't know. I try to be. But maybe I'm just another rich fool, just like the rest of my friends.
com licença. Tem uma ligação para o senhor, um policial chamado Senhor da Silva.
Diga que eu ligo mais tarde.
Sim.
Another bent cop wanting a pension contribution. Do you think a pile of shit feels popular because it's surrounded by flies? Look at me. I'm a mess.
O que está acontecendo? Meu Deus! Sim, pode entrar!
Senhor, temos um problema. O sistema de segurança foi desativado.
I can see that! We got men entering the building, and the office won't lock down.
Posso?
Claro que pode.
Бандюки.
It's not working. There's a way to reboot the system. If I can get to the server room, I should be able to get everything back online.
Strange. You pay a couple $1 million, and you expect to push a button to be able to make all your problems go away. All I got was some useless junk and a bit of false confidence. I'm done, Max.
Sir, let us handle this. You stay in your office, lock yourself in. Do not answer the door unless you know it's me. Let's go.
I should be able to override the system if I could just get to the server room.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Everything's fine. Get down behind the desk now, both of you.
Сразу вас столько тут не успели отбежать. Меня подстрелили, нет? Где ты? Я тебя не вижу, вот ты. Да, блин, падай. Чуть все живучий.
Max! Max! Yeah, it's safe. Come on. We need to get you to the server room. Let's go. Por que não posso ficar aqui com você debaixo da mesa? Let's go. Come on. Okay. I'm coming. Come on.
The real security guards had been run off, paid off, or bumped off. That left us. It wasn't a fantastically comforting thought. That was the office Victor used at Fabricas Bronco. Victor's office they'd been keeping an eye on Fabiana from afar. Shame they'd been more interested in supposed infidelities than thugs sizing her up for a snatch.
Ну да, много таких. Конкуренция, потому что же большая. О, нашел.
Let's keep going.
They could replace these on Monday morning.
Ну пойдем, пойдем. Кто-то заждался.
Okay. Glad to see the security system is keeping the right people out.
Ah! Oh shit!
Precisa de ajuda? Alguém me ajude aqui!
Ух, как красиво в шею.
Are we dead?
No such luck. We gotta go.
It's through here.
Так, Патрики, надо Патрики пособирать.
Stay with me, Max.
Я уже при смерти был. Пойдем.
The server room is just past those cubicles.
Olha, ele fica esperto. O que eu falei? O que eu falei? A próxima pessoa vai levar uma bala. Fica calado. Bom.
These clowns were the same guns for hire who jumped our exchange at the stadium. Crotcha Prado, the Black Badge, right-wing paramilitary chumps protecting whoever paid the most. I guess that made them more like me than I cared to admit. Were they just looking for another payday, or did their business with the Broncos run deeper?
Ты не попал в хит-парад моих мыслей, не присылай больше мне свои письма, аха.
Да. Да блин, умирай.
Просто вызову, хочу послушать. Ахов.
Tá vivo? Eu tô ainda não tô morto, porra!
Это у Бузовой тексты такие. Я просто не слышал. красиво что-то взорвалось. Меня расстреливал. Сейчас, наверное, одно место будет. Ух ты, как бы класс попал.
Hey, we're good to go. Let's get that server back online.
Can't we just spend a few more minutes? Make sure they're all gone?
Come on, don't worry. I got your back. Poor kid was scared shitless, but I thought we'd seen the worst of it.
Okay. The server room is just down here.
You're doing good. Come on.
Hey, I didn't think I'd have a day like this when I wake up in the mornings.
Wish I could say the same thing. Fact was, I'd gotten used to protecting Bronco in the big bad world. We hadn't anticipated a siege situation here, hadn't prepared for it. I couldn't tell the kid that. Something told me these guys didn't have security clearance.
Блин, ни одной аптеки. Да. А, патронов нету. И у меня вообще патронов нету ни в каком орудии. А где все мои патроны? Расстрелялся. Ага. Макс без патронов, это прикольно.
Мы уснем и проснемся. Вместе проснемся. И все равно мы обо всем забудем, перепишем. Сотрем все и назад не вернемся. Но все равно.
Блин, а.
Фанатка ахахах.
Фанатка ахахах. Умирайте.
Просто песне нравится и фигура Бузовой, но не ее тупость на камеру.
Ну, это у нее вот образ такой. Может, другую ее бы и так не воспринимали. Ну да. Иногда она поражает своими высказываниями. Да что ж ты будешь делать? Прячься, блин.
Смотрела импровизацию с ней. Там последнее задание с ней было, как она тупила. Как она тупила. Легко посмотреть и провалиться в смех.
Вот я сейчас туплю, капец как.
Ты не бузер, тебе нельзя ахнуть.
Куда-то на стол запрыгнул. Да ё-моё. Хорошие боевики, блин, хер. Так, надо менять тактику. Херня какая-то. Неужели? Капец, их столько, блин. Так, надо собирать все, собирать.
Макс!
Да блин, я тут сейчас бутылочки собираю.
Come on, move.
Move.
You gonna be able to fix this or what?
In a few minutes, eh? I should be able to reboot the system, get all the components back online.
What about Bronco's office? That's all I care about.
You should be able to lock us down, eh? If this works.
All right, well, whatever you're doing, do it quick. I'm gonna make a sweep of the building and then get back to Rodrigo's.
Ну что, давайте еще сейчас спецназ какой-нибудь.
Security system was back online. Things might be a little tougher for our fan club from here on in. Seemed like breaching the perimeter had been no more difficult than strolling through the front gates. But hey, who needs a Trojan horse when the alarm is down and your standing army is a dame, a dork, and a drunk? Bronco's office overlooked the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked
Я
out.
привыкаю снова просыпаться, ОД. А, мне больше не больно, больше не больно. Поверь, это не слезы, это просто вода. Мне больше не больно, больше не больно.
Кто ж ей такие тексты пишет?
Max! Your guy's working on the security system now, sir.
It just came on.
Okay, good, then lock yourself down. Stay put. Let us take care of these guys down here. Once they realize they can't get to you, they should back off.
Max, try not to completely destroy the place.
Let's just concentrate on staying alive. Sir!
There it went. He was tucked up safe. Now I needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth.
Ну, какое открытое пространство.
I'd woken up with a headache, and it was only getting worse.
Так, что там было?
Graduation shots of Rodrigo, Victor, and Marcelo, educated at rich kid finishing schools all over Europe. No wonder they have the common touch.
Что-то он тормознул. Он еще пропустил.
The office was all metal, concrete, and glass. Clean, simple lines at the highest cost. A true modernist fantasy land. It felt like nothing could hide here,
Да,
but I
просто она
didn't
уже
understand
забыла
a
своего вот
thing.
этого Тарасова и все. Это везде, да, этот Тарасов, это... Так, сортир, тупик.
Не может, так как он сразу нашел ей замену.
I had to see how
вот
bad this
калитка.
problem was.
Так там, походу, замена уже была
Poor girl
сразу,
was dead.
так сказать,
Shot through the head
подготовлена
by some hero fighting the
Когда они
rich,
были
one
еще
lonely secretary at a
в
time.
браке. Потому что так быстро что же найти? Это уже, наверное, продолжалось какое-то время. Ну, там, насколько я знаю, там же по измене вроде, да, все это дело. Ничего себе, я прыгаю. Еще один остался. Блин, ну стрелять надо. Ух ты какой нарядный вышел. Огнемет, что ли? Не. Подсвечный автомат. Оформили меня.
Но вообще я думаю, что да. Скорее всего. Но она правильно сделала, что развелась, нечего на стороне шашни крутить. Брак на то и брак, чтобы люди были верны только друг другу.
Да, полностью с тобой согласен. Нечего было вообще мутить тогда. Хотя ж я ж тоже уже в разводе. Сколько лет? 7, наверное. Тебя-то тут же вас было всего 2. Ты откуда взялся?
It looked like we'd seen the worst of it. The elevator would take me back up to Rodrigo's office where we could wait the rest of it out.
Патронов мало. Ладно.
Нет, я ничего против разводов не имею. Но вот что люди в браке изменяют мужу, жене, я считаю это неправильно. Расстаньтесь, разведитесь, решите все, а потом уже с другими спите.
Да, согласен с тобой.
Senor Branco! Senor Branco! I can't get through to him. Ever since the security door is triggered, he hasn't made a sound.
Надо еще
Rodrigo, it's Max. Open up.
Расставаться.
Can you hear me?
Eu já tentei.
Senor Branco, open up! I'm gonna try to get in there from the roof. You find the security guard and get the hell out.
Многие боятся, многие там пытаются что-то сохранить в надежде, что можно еще там что-то исправить или найти моменты и боятся там. Ну, у многих, да, обычно страх перед тем, что сам там развод, расход, там все что угодно.
Of course, he was dead. Clean, one shot, a professional job. I began to look for clues. I couldn't get playback on one of the cameras and it looked like the disc was missing. Someone in this building was trying to keep things low-key. But then why had everyone else come driving through the goddamn wall? Fabiana. Even if the man who employed me was dead, his wife was still out there. Maybe she could be saved. Maybe some good would...
Если тебе изменили, значит не любят. И не фиг жалеть себя, да больно, да сложно, но лучше одной, чем с тем, кто тебя так предал и, возможно, предаст снова. Потому что где первый раз, там и второй, и третий.
Да, если уже было одна, переступила, так сказать, черту, все уже.
If I'd been out for any longer, the smoke would have gotten me. They'd be serving me up in a churrascaria at this rate.
Что-то произошло, я упустил.
Perfect. If I wasn't immolated, I was gonna get crushed to death.
Побежали, бегать не можешь.
Look at me. I've been contracted to protect two people. One was being held in some hole. The other was sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head. And the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head. Shit. If I survived this, it'd be a victory for gross incompetence. The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward pay. Getting his gun was more than just expediency.
Еще плохиши лазит.
No one would be rebooting his system. Poor bastard.
Bastard.
Me dê cobertura, me dê cobertura. Vai nessa. Eu te dou cobertura.
Don't die
еще не
here.
была замужем, а
Move.
уже испытывала такие чувства.
Подозрения были.
I always loved steak, but not so much I wanted to become one. Fucking around would have gotten me killed.
Измена.
Так они уже были такие чувства, получается, да?
Rodrigo or not, Fabregas Bronco is falling apart quite literally.
Уже с кем-то пришлось расставаться по такому. Неприятная ситуация.
Despite his manners, I'd done him a favor. This didn't look like a room where Rodrigo closed multi-million-dollar deals. It looked like a fiery hellhole.
Empurra! Empurra mais forte, sem você sair dessa espelunca.
Мне их изменили, поэтому я знаю, что это такое.
Preciso de uma ajuda, porra! Estou numa cilada! Estamos fazendo isso dentro do nosso movimento.
The only way out was
Его
to use that
шатает.
filing cabinet.
Ходить не умеет. Ровно. Пошел куда-то тебя, да, идти-то надо. Уже так.
So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trick would be a high wire act with a fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week.
Надо уже выбираться отсюда, а то уже задохнешься.
Someone up ahead was hurt pretty bad. If he didn't die before I got to him, I might get some answers.
Hey! Why? Why Rodrigo Bronco?
What?
Why did you come to kill Rodrigo Bronco?
Came to kill you. Because of what you did to us. You killed so many of us.
Что уж только не было. И измена, и пьянки, пока меня не было в городе. А говорил, что дома или на работе толкание, скручивание рук.
Не, ну странное отношение, да. Зачем ты мучаешь человека, если да-то там уже там чувства все прошли или там все остальное. Обманы. Ну, это через все мы я через такое же тоже проходил, в принципе, там такие всякие отношения были. Ну, это молодость.
I was a mess. Rodrigo Bronco was dead. Fabiana was held hostage. I had no idea who was behind any of this. I felt like a fool. I was a sweaty, gray-haired mess. This place, well, this place was gonna kill me too. I could see that now. I decided that I was gonna die sober, not drunk. At least then I would see who shot me. It was time to take back control from whoever was out to get me. And if I didn't flush them out, at least my midlife crisis would confuse them enough so they did something stupid. It was the only hope I had. I knew I wasn't thinking straight. I'd been drinking and popping painkillers for years. I had a liver like a French goose and skin like red leather.
Интересно. Решил побриться.
Well, it wasn't perfect. In fact, it wasn't much good at all, but it was gonna have to do. At least I was facing in the right direction.
Hello.
Hello, Victor.
Max? Max, you're alive?
Of course I'm alive.
We did not know this. We are lost, Max. Our brother was everything to us.
I understand. Listen, I'm sorry about your loss. Both of you. Rodrigo was a good man. I failed him. But I was tricked.
Красава лысый.
What
Ахах.
happened, Max?
I don't know.
Some guys from the Crush of Prado came into the building downstairs, so while me and the security guard were dealing with them, an assassin must have come in and executed your brother. At least that's how I think it happened.
No, you killed him, Boha. You killed my brother.
What are you talking about? I understand you're upset, but please, why the hell would I do that?
To get his money, to take his money.
How am I getting his money, Marcelo? Please, think. I worked my ass off for your family. I saved your life twice or more. Right now
Ну да, вообще другое лицо.
Where is Fabiana, eh?
She's in a place called Nova Esperanza.
How do you know this, Max?
One of the Crotch of Prado told me just before he died.
Please, bring our sister-in-law back to us, Max. Our family is being torn apart.
So I guess I was finally about to go and experience the other side of Sao Paulo firsthand. The bit people try to ignore. The unpleasant memory they try to obliterate with cocktails and helicopters and parties and lines of blow, like rich fools the world over. I was a day off the sauce for the first time in years and knew I was due a hangover sent direct from Mother Nature.
Музло такое, прикольно.
I had no idea where the hell I was gonna go, so I decided to head straight for the street party that seemed to be raging. Either that or some other fool had gotten there before me and now was being ritually sacrificed. I've had better ideas, but then I've also had worse ones, like accepting this job in the first place.
GTA подъехала.
GTA подъехала. Ну да.
E aí, gringo?
Get lost, kid.
Eu me amarro nos States. Você precisa de ajuda, senhor?
Speak English?
Aham, falo sim, sem problema.
I need to know if you've ever seen this girl, Fabiana. Come here for a second. Look at her.
I know lots of girls. Sexy. Come on, come on. This way.
Where are you going? Wait a minute.
Sexy.
Down there?
É isso.
Jesus.
This way, come on.
At least I'd found myself a tour guide. The way I see it, there's two types of people. Those who spend their lives trying to build a future, and those who spend their lives trying to rebuild the past. For too long, I've been stuck in between,
Сейчас посмотрим, куда
hidden
он
in the
там.
dark. What was I really
Какой
doing
там
walking
секси
in there
везет.
with my bad haircut and ridiculous shirt? Was I there to make something right? Or was I just using a messed up situation
Он
to
только
indulge
пешком идет, бегать он не
grasping
может.
at some desperate delusion, control? Maybe the two went hand in hand more than I cared
Вот
to
там
admit.
движуха какая.
I had stumbled into some kind of street party. This was the kind of reality Americans paid top dollar to see. Slums had become tourist attractions, places where yuppies could gawk at the endless spirit of the poor from the inside of their bulletproof buses. I felt dumb and exposed. I missed the booze. Not that it mattered, sober or drunk, I was hardly undercover. I stood out in this place like a streetwalker in a monastery.
Блин, куда он меня завел?
Continua andando, caralho! Que porra é essa que você tá fazendo aqui? Como que você sai entrando aqui assim? Anda, vai pra lá!
What do you need, guys? What do you
O que você
need?
tá fazendo aqui? Eu tô te perguntando! Eu te chamei aqui, porra!
Easy, pal, easy.
Ah, então, você é americano de merda!
Look, I didn't mean any offense.
Me dá só uma razão pra eu não te matar, seu americano burro!
Desculpa, amigo, por favor.
Passa tudo que você tem, viado! Pega o dinheiro dele, pega o dinheiro dele! Ah, relojão, hein? Passa aqui. Anda logo! Anda logo! Filho da puta! Valeu,
Блин,
mano!
взяли еще
Bem-vindo à favela Nova Esperança!
какие-то гопники часы
All
забрали.
things considered, I was gonna have to
Ну,
look on
пацан
this
меня
as a
привел.
good outcome. I was deep in gang territory. These kids were raised hating clowns like me. Middle-income ass-kickers who protected the rich by shooting kids like them.
Нормально, и скинули на какую-то канаву, блин.
First day off the sauce, and somehow I'd still ended up in the gutter.
А чё ты бегать не можешь, только ходишь?
Vamos lá. Vai. Epa. Aí, boa. Joga. Aí, toca pra sabedoria.
If there was one thing I'd learned since I've been here, It was that Brazilians came out of the womb kicking a ball. And for kids like these, was their one legal chance at a ticket out of here.
Pô, que isso, a coisa mais simples. Vai lá, mostra pra ele. Você escolhe um dos...
Desculpa, olá. Fala inglês. I'm a little lost. Perdido? Onde,
Perdido.
Tá no lugar errado, rapá.
No comprende. I need a phone, a telephone.
Bora.
Publico.
A gente não é centro de informação turística, não, gringo.
Well, they weren't gonna help me. And who could blame them? I was a dumb American in a place where dumb Americans were less popular than the clap. If I was gonna find my way out of this mess, I was on my own.
Да. Все меня боятся, все сбегают.
It looked like there was a bar up ahead. The irony was not lost on me. I figured sobriety was no use to me dead.
Passa o baseado. Ih, não é tua vez não, passa aí, meu. Aí, tem visto a irmã do Wilson, mano? Ah, ela não tá mais garotinha não, hein? De jeito nenhum. Ela não é o hype que esse cara quer. Aí, bela camisa, hein? Tu perdeu o...
Hey, are you lost?
In more ways than I could possibly explain.
I know you. At the disco, with the gun. Yeah, you had hair back then and better clothes. Anders Dedling from Steele, North Dakota. Why on earth are you here?
Well, I'm, looking for someone. What are you doing here?
We came to help the cause. See, after I retired, my wife, she said I had to do something. And well, you know, I always loved kids, so I got involved in Angels of the Hill. Oh, it's a great cause, and they're really great folk, and, well, now we come down twice a year to help inoculate the children of the favelas. Yeah, oh, simply wonderful, giving back. Whole family does it. In fact, my little girl's coming in a couple of days.
Aren't you afraid?
I was a cop for 25 years. And granted, Steele ain't San Paulo, but, you know, I seen things. And people are the same everywhere, good, bad, and different.
Listen, have you heard anything about a woman, about 28, rich? She was kidnapped. I heard she was being held around here.
No?
All right, well, good luck.
All right, you too. You look like you need it. I gotta get back at it. Hey, I'll say a prayer for you.
Пистик мне дай.
Another life lesson I didn't want.
Если бы ты еще бегать умел.
Ô, sai de cima de mim, meu, ô. Maluco, pô.
Это, блин, бордель зашел. Отлично.
I hoped this classy-looking establishment would have a phone so I could call Passos. Either that or a gun so I could shoot myself and save these kids the bother.
Hey, that telephone?
Telefone, vai lá no fundo, ó. Segue em frente.
When you're stuck in a foreign country and you don't know the words for reverse charges, and you're in some lonely skin joint in the middle of some poor slum, having just had every last cent robbed from you, you call yourself a bodyguard, then you know
Обсуждали в прошлый раз.
Hey, Matt, can I buy you a beer?
Дождались.
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Look, if you're gonna shoot me, make it quick, I'm a little busy.
If I was going to shoot you, I wouldn't waste a beer.
Wait, come on. I'm trying to dry out a bit, so just a soda, please.
Sure. Why don't you go sit down? Guaraná pra ele, chopp pra mim. Bem gelado. Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
Yeah, well.
Wilson da Silva. Very good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, I think.
Although you'll forgive me if I promise never to employ you as my bodyguard. You did a great job watching after Rodrigo Branco.
Fuck you.
You were set up.
Bet your ass I was.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen this guy?
Serrano.
Yep, he's a real sweetheart.
Yeah, he sure put his gang out of business. But don't worry, those guys, they're a small fry. This is the guy I'm interested in. Neves. And there's his little buddy here. Milo Hegel. They work for this vigilante group, Crasha Preto.
Yeah, I know him.
Well, they're very popular with right-wing politicians, like Victor Branco. Now, you see, many years ago, he helped clear some villages on a bit of land. Rodrigo Branco.
Нормальные в других
заведениях.
Yes, he did some very bad things. Anyway, have you ever seen this guy?
Maybe at the stadium.
I knew you were involved in that business. You know, I wanted to investigate that, but I got an order to blame it on some local street kids instead. Tell me, what happened there?
Nothing. We simply went to hand over some cash to this guy's clowns for a ransom exchange when this guy's clowns jumped us and they shot everybody.
Apart from you and your boy Passos.
That's right. We had to shoot our way out of there.
They let you go. It's okay, it's a little weird right now. But I know that Victor Branco is involved in all this. I just don't know how or why. And I know that the UFE are involved in all this as well, but I just don't know how or why. And you know what's gonna happen? The moment is gonna come along when I put all these pieces together, and at that moment, someone is gonna come along and put a bullet in my head. Anyway, listen. I think you might want this.
О, хоть кто-то задарил пистоль.
If it's Fabiana Branco you've come looking for, I think she's up the hill.
So why don't you just go get her?
I don't know. I'm a cop. I mean, I'll fight corruption. I'll stand up to the rich and dumb, but if I go up that hill right now, I'll be dead in 3 minutes or less. Maybe you too, Max. You're in the jungle now.
So it appears.
If you survive the next hour, let's speak. You helped me. And I'm gonna do what I can to help you. Good luck.
На этом спасибо.
I didn't know what to make of what this guy had just told me. What was true and what was just someone else's convenient bullshit. Then some less than friendly locals came in and found me in the wrong mood to party.
Peraí. Olha quem tá aí.
Ну, сейчас я вам объясню.
E aí, gringo? O que você tá fazendo aí?
No comprende. Leave me alone.
Você tem alguma coisa pra mim? Do you got something for me?
For you? Tell you what I got. I got a gun, and if anybody thinks they're gonna take it from me, they'd be dead wrong.
Ох, ты нарвался, чувак. Третий, блин, закрыли третьего. Ты еще живой, блин. Так, патроны надо экономить. Маловато. Нету никого. Ох, где вы? Ой, я, наверное, зацепил девчонку. Ах, подловил меня.
One vice at a time.
Да. Извините, не хотел.
The show was over. It was time to get out of there.
No shooting! Por favor, amigo! No.
Relax, soldier. You're American? Oh, jeez, buddy. Am I glad to see you? Oh, fuck me. I've been coming to this shithole town
Прикид
for the
такой
last 5
интересный.
years. It's like a fucking insane asylum. But it's got the cheapest pussy in the world.
Нормально улеглась, ахах.
Fuck me.
You're in a cat house in the slum, pal, doing who knows what.
I'm a businessman, bro. And they were fully legal in this country. I think. And I know how to tip, all right? It ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. Don't judge me, all right?
Have a nice day.
Главное, носки с шортами.
Jesus, what a fucking creep. It was Monday afternoon, and I'd already been thrown out of a party, gone to a strip club, and got into a bar fight. This latest midlife crisis was certainly ticking all the boxes.
Я сейчас тут всем. Ага, вот они.
É o gringo. Ah, não sei. Tô vendo porra nenhuma. A gente desce ou não? Foda-se. Isso aí já era, não vale a pena não. Tá certo. Vamos lá.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone knew to roll
пацан
out the
меня
red
слил.
carpet for their
Окей.
surprise guest.
Тут ничего нету.
I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I'd just shot up their favorite skin joint.
Parada aí, porra. Vou meter bala nessa cabeça.
По столбам я метко стреляюсь.
Mantém ele na pontaria. Ativa a cobertura, cai fora.
Там закрыто сразу, дверь закрывается. Где еще один?
Fui atingido.
Блин, еще. Не все, какой-то, блин, живучий оказался. Открывай. Не хочешь. Блин. Больно они меня подстреливали. А вот он где был. Вот так красиво летел, он справа оказался. Сейчас мне хана будет. Я вижу бутылочку.
Vou deixar seu corpo pros ratos.
Стой, 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 стой. Ах, ты молодец, какой молодец. Не дал мне похилиться. Выбежал. Надо поаккуратнее брать, то слишком уж открыто на них бегу. Ох, как красиво упал.
Mantenha ele na pontaria, atirando para a cobertura. Vai, 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 vai. Seu viado, filha da puta. Aí eu não consigo.
Здесь за углом еще, да. Ох, на реакции сработал.
I was getting nowhere fast. The cold turkey was messing with me, like I was looking through another man's eyes. I needed to focus. I could hear a woman screaming. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some testosterone fest. A bunch of young punks with guns killing time the only way they knew how. Nova Esperanza wasn't exactly a dinner and movie kind of place. I recognized the hoods who jumped me earlier. I was trying to decide whether to crash this party or turn back, when my natural grace and finesse made the decision for me.
А что, сестра не пойдет в садик, да? Стойте. Отлично. Внизу я там кого-то вроде не подстрелил.
Полу, ахах.
А,
Да,
ну...
у нее тоже горло болит и кашель. Меня она и заразила, скорее всего.
Ну да, лучше подлечиться, а потом, да, чтобы не заразить ни кого-то еще. И не запустить это дело, согласен. А, 7 лет же, да, насколько я помню, то есть сестре, да, в школу, что-то ее садик. Это нужная вещь.
Да, первый класс пошла.
Первый класс. Хорошее время. Во! Снопа, блин. Вообще охренел.
Никогда не любила учиться.
Ну, я тоже не блистал учебой. Тем более время такое было у нас. Да, учеба была сложновато. Ой, не роняй. Подумай, это хорошая вещь. Блин, меня уже все КП расстреляли. Где-то я потратил, было 2 аптечки. Стой, 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 кто там? Не вижу. А он внизу. Блин, я высоко. Сейчас я умру, блин, от прыжка такого. Да.
Все дура, да дура пи.
Сестра так ласково тебя обзывает. Больно перезаряжаешься. Да, все-таки он выстрелил.
Ахаха, да у тебя в игре так писать.
А, это у меня в игре. Блин, весь забыл. Расстрелял, и его ни разу не попал. Ну ходи. Блин, перезаряжаться стал не вовремя. Такое ощущение, что не видят, что я там делаю. Не дурни. Сой.
Да помню тебя ниже пояса.
Да, я вижу. Сейчас я вот бегу. Нет, надо как-то по-другому действовать. Все неправильно. Скакун. Да. Что-то они меткие стали такие.
Дождь совсем с обычными половушками убивают.
Да, блин. С обычными пуколками прямо в голову попадают. Да ложись ты, негодяй. Вон он. Все расстрелял. Похилиться. Метки, блин. Так, надо сейчас аккуратно сыграть. Осталось, походу, двое внизу или трое.
Жестко, блин.
Да, блин. Прут и прут. А похлеще тех были спецназовцы на прошлых уровнях. Дилетанты в сланцах, а стреляют, ё-моё. Блин, с калаша 3 патрона, а он еще встает. О, запчасть нашел. Блин, нету аптечки. О, отлично. Ты тут еще трешься. Чего ты идти не хочешь?
These bastards look different, tougher, more capable. They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiana wasn't going to be served up come feeding time.
Опа, запчасть.
There was no need to announce my arrival in that part of town. I'd drawn more than enough attention already.
Не знаю, хороший, плохой. Перестраховался. Где еще один? Не вижу. Вон. Сзади зашел. Хитрый. Правильно.
Можно убавить чувствительность мыши или тебе удобно и так?
А, чувствительность мышки, она на минимуме стоит у меня, наоборот. Если только в игре можно поставить. Не, в принципе, мне удобно. Не знаю, надо было это делать. Ну, Что сделал, ты уже сделал. Запчасти. О, собрал. Полностью собрал. Ура, ура, ура.
Все враги, мочи всех.
Ну да. Как скажешь. Доверять никому не стоит. Тем более человеку в сланцах. Ну, там аптечку видел.
Giovanna, charity worker and socialite. Work with the poor and play with the rich. You try to live in two worlds. Eventually you're gonna get your life ripped apart.
Круто. Наркоманская музыка. Ох, как я вылетел. Головой.
Так заорал, как будто сейчас весь район сбежится на его вопли.
Ну. Стопудово сбежится, они ж так и общаются. Чуть не замочили уже, почти. О, хорошо пошло. Окей. Вариант. Мало еще. А, блин, патроны закончились. Хорошо. Полутать надо. Не поднимается. Косой. Все ХП, блин,
I'd have felt worse taking someone's medication if everybody in that place hadn't been trying to kill me.
Só mija. O vieste, seu filho da puta. Caralho! Caralho, porra! Vamos com calma e mata ele! Segura, segura!
Блин, смело. Опа, печенку.
Passos had told me about this stuff. Oxidado. They called it rust, packed full of healthy ingredients like quicklime and kerosene, cheaper, stronger, and deadlier than crack. Easily marketed to the poor and desperate. All in all, a fine, honorable way to earn a living.
Правильно, ногой все уносится.
Cigarettes. Fireworks.
Сейчас что-то устроит.
I couldn't find any clues in this place, so I decided to do my bit for the drugs trade.
Будет фейерверк хороший.
That much security, it had to be Serrano's pad. Since I was in the neighborhood, I figured he wouldn't mind if I dropped in and thanked him personally for his hospitality. It wasn't like he wasn't expecting me.
Красиво меня повалили. Что-то где мои все оружие? Что? Глюк какой-то. оказался. Дробаш еще можно собрать. На этот раз давай. Ловче меня оказались. Кто, блин, помирает тут? Еще не все. О, красиво. Ну я ж Макс. Я ж возьму эту РПГ. Нет, нельзя.
I had to hope the king was in his castle. As I approached the spot, I could hear raised voices. Then I saw that Marcello had turned up with a suitcase full of money along with Fabiano's sister, Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well. I wasn't expecting quite so many armed goons, but there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Put the guns down!
Окружили меня.
Let the girls go. No one needs to die, asshole. Tomar no cu, seu gringo de merda. Vou matar sim. Don't you kill her! Don't you?
Okay.
Atividade! É a porra da UP! Ó, você fica com o gringo! A galera conta dele depois, vamos nessa, caralho! Atividade! Atividade, caralho!
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
I'll give you a minute, buddy.
We'd only been married a short time. By now, she had been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business, but I knew that was just grief. The insanity that comes with losing the life you had built. Michelle, I missed her with every part of my being. I hated the world for not killing me with her, and I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl. But I knew I had to leave town.
Excuse me. Max Payne?
Somehow, I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery.
Кто эсол? Я Макс Пейн.
If I could get back to Passos, we'd be in a slightly better position to handle this situation.
Блин, подстрелили.
All of a sudden, I didn't need that time by myself. Passos was down the hill and I had to catch up to him.
А тут у него какие-то воспоминания. Это пару месяцев назад он вспоминает.
I was the reason Passos was here. Splitting without him would be beneath even an asshole like me.
Hey, wise guy, I need cover over here! Move up!
Блин, косой.
That's it, asshole! Use dead meat!
I knew I shouldn't have gone there, and that Passos might have to pay the price for my sentimentality.
Это его дружище.
Just had to say goodbye.
Они тогда в баре встретились.
You okay? I will be once we get out of here. I get the feeling those weren't the only guys DeMarco sent after.
Ну да, такая.
Feeling too.
О, как ему лицо-то.
I started to wonder if my luck was about to run out when I realized it had a long time ago. That's why I was here.
Его я помню, просто молоко, меня
Да-да, такое забудешь.
Good? Yeah, I'm okay.
Тут он так стреляет. О, это гранатомет. Миномет, вернее. Надо, блин, смещаться. Не вижу. Куда это ты в этот стол прыгаешь? А, он меня успел подстрелить.
gonna wish you were dead. You want me to do this?
Где? Yeah.
Got the energy for an encore? Let's move!
Что там у нее есть такое?
Detective Valerie Winterson. One of my bullets is buried down there with her. I tell myself it was a tragic misunderstanding, an awful mistake. I tell myself a lot of things. All of it crap. The truth was, it was her or Mona. And I made a very bad call. This was one decision of mine I buried deeper than all the others.
Ладно, бегать не будем уже. Искать тут эти... О.
I didn't mind saying goodbye to this place whacked out on meds.
Come on, hey, wake up, let's go.
There he is. Hey, how you doing? You heard about the thing? $100,000. I'm fucking around. I'm not either. You know what? I don't trust Joey.
The troops had arrived. Either DeMarco had thrown an army at this job, or he'd put a high enough bounty on our heads to attract every contract-buying scumbag on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, but how are we gonna know who whacked him? Huh? I got hollow points. Yeah, look, we all got hollow points. Look, we'll split the bounty nice and even, all right? All right, fair. That's all.
Бандюги.
And ain't work up. We'll work it out together. Okay? Look, cuz, how long we been doing this? I'm not giving no handouts. Not asking for a handout.
Гонишь? Фургон.
Shut up, whatever. Whatever you say. There he is! Right? Just look, just look. Go!
Блин, я не успел спасти дружищу.
Passos had put some distance between himself and the goons. I meant to follow.
I got someone. I think it's the hit. That Max Payne. The other guy might be here as well. Where you at? Over by that
Не переживай, у тебя много попыток.
He's like Latino or something. Nah, this ain't
Да,
how it's meant to
попыток
go
много.
down.
I got you, buddy. Get up there.
Ну, дробаш прикольно.
They didn't have much of a reason to keep Passos alive, whoever they thought he was.
Наверное, будет какой-нибудь предметик. Да, вижу. Пистолет. Но, наверное, уже не соберу. Потому что наверняка пропустил его там где-нибудь. Какую-то запчасть. Узик.
Plots here weren't cheap. I'd take a freebie.
Man, just be cool, okay? Be cool. Don't tell me it's cool. You Max Payne?
О, дружище моего славил.
You're Max Payne. I thought he was fucking Max Payne.
Confusing, huh?
Hey, you make one more move, and this guy, whoever the fuck he is gonna get fucking dead. Look, man, Give yourself up and DeMarco might have a change of conscience, huh? Might grant you one last reprievement. Ain't no reprievement gonna be found otherwise.
I don't even know who he is.
This guy's luck is running out!
Хватай пистолет. Блин, не вижу, где они там. Увидел. Блин, откуда он там стрелял? Что у него как на ладони стоял, походу. Тут вокруг меня окружили. Ладненько. Что ты? Опоздал. Провалился. Блин, вокруг, получается, окружили.
С самого начала накосячил.
Да, коряво сыграл.
А делов, тот всего лишь врезался в память.
Ну, алкаш, потому что ж бухают до хрена. С памятниками часто знакомлюсь. Попал в лысину, попал. Не уйдешь.
Я уже заметила, что они с ним на тыахах.
Ну. Куда ты побежал, где-то там? Тут может быть и фрагмент пистолета. Вон там лежит, наверное. Там подсвечивается. Подозрительно подсвечивается. Нет, от лампы. От фонаря, то есть, да, от фонаря. Ладно, не будем тут тупить. Пойдем дальше.
За ящиком в середине.
What the hell is going on here?
Don't worry about it. Just get out of here, okay?
Sounds like a fucking war is going on.
Calm down.
Some poor bastard, quite literally, on the graveyard shift. Must have been wondering why there were suddenly more bodies above ground than below.
Sniper!
Снайпер.
All I can hope for is that he didn't even hear the shot that killed him.
Get down. Shot came from the top of the mausoleum. Up in the tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Move up, man.
Блин, мне надо, чтобы просто побежать, я скачу, как этот.
More of them. They're rushing you.
Спрятаться.
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Go. Hit the gravestone.
Снова. Гасси, он со снайпы стреляет с автомата. Как круто он упал с лестницы. Блин, чужих.
Супер прыжки. Бегом мне интересно.
Да.
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Windows coming up.
Great.
Давай, 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 отвлекай. Справа обходить надо. Нет. Вот здесь. Нет. А что-то неправильно, что ли? Что он там кричит? Ясно.
Up in the tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Слева, обходи.
Уже поздно. Начал обходить и попался. Блин, он убивает хорошо.
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me.
Изначально нужно было слева. Он же сказал.
Ну, я лишь лопух пропустил. Уходи. Постарайся зайти с фланга. Я понял. Не может он с фланга за... О, видно. Такой град дроби полетел.
We'd come in here to hide, not very successfully as things turned out.
Freeze!
Засада.
As opposed to what? Disco dance?
Shut the fuck up, half-caste.
Turn around.
Я
Turn around.
говорила
Move.
ей.
Да, молодец, спасибо.
Hold it! That way, you fucking jokers. Move!
Where are we going?
Всегда пожалуйста.
Ну, мы хранить еще заживо собрались.
You killed my son. You killed my fucking son. My boy. My only son.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Fuck you! Sorry for your loss. But your son was killed in gun battle. A battle he started. Shut your fucking mouth! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Ой.
Fuck you. You killed my son! You fucking spick! Ow! You killed my son! Dig! Now!
Фига он псих.
I have to admit, I almost felt bad for the guy.
Dig!
Sure, he had lived a bad life, but I, of all people, knew that living with this grief would be payment enough for any sins. Still, perhaps not so bad that I was prepared to dig my own grave and let these goombas kill me without even getting some dirt on their hands.
Your body ain't gonna bury itself. Dig, motherfucker!
I didn't want to tell the guy there were 45 other bodies in the cemetery that weren't receiving their Christian rights. I figured the Gravedigger Act would buy us some time.
I'm getting tired just watching you!
What?
Where are you going? Atari!
Прокатило.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Лопатой так и греть 2 раза, ё-моё. Больше нет нас. Дробаш понадобится, дробаш. Вылазь.
Cover me! I got you, buddy. Get up there! It's fucking chaos! Let's not fall apart. Come on! It's gonna be
Дальше, блин, выстрелил.
The balls on this fucking guy!
Сейчас жопа будет. Ладно. Где вы? Третьего не заметил. Блин, хорошо он меня покоцал. Неужели ни одной аптечки тут нету?
The morgue. How appropriate.
Да, не успел даже присесть. Мне объяснили. И сначала Юна. Получше, больше хпшки. А вот бутылочка. Тогда я что-то не заметил. Но... Или походу, когда тут переигрываешь, они тут появляются, наверное. Потом, если у тебя не получается.
The morgue. How appropriate.
Ого. Зачетно расстрелял я их. Где?
Something for the cold.
Холодно. Да.
Hey, psst, this way. Up there. Go on. Go. You go first.
All right, gentlemen, thank you.
This place looks about as good as any to make a stand.
At least the coroner won't have to go far to go to work.
Like I said, Passo's always had a good sense of humor.
We gotta find a phone. I got a connection in Queens who can help us.
Huh. All right.
Spread out! And clear every room before you move on. We don't want to miss these damn fools.
Our SOS was gonna have to wait.
О, баночка, подождем, подходите.
Can't move here, Max! You gotta get out there and take him out! Shit. Come on, man, get up there, take him out!
Главное, я начинаю целиться, он прячется. Заточенная игра. Я не успеваю в него попасть. Да блин. О, какой нарядный ствол.
find that phone. Make a call. There's gotta be a landline in that office, man.
Нету тут никого.
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, at least for a little while.
Let me just call somebody, get a little help, and we'll get out of here. Hey, it's me. Look, we really need to get out of New Jersey. Yeah, things are heating up. We got like half the New Jersey mob after us. And a cemetery in Hoboken.
Here I was again, halfway down the world, and still looking at the bodies of women I was supposed to protect. Only difference now is, I didn't understand the language.
Vai pra lá! Tranquilo, pode ficar tranquilo! Fica nessa parede, seu americano de merda! Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? Que merda tá acontecendo aqui?
Haven't you figured out I don't speak your fucking language?
Seu gringo de merda! Cala a boca, seu gringo!
That's right, I may be a moron, but here's the thing. I ain't quite as dumb as I seem.
Все объяснил ему.
It was time to get out of there. Seemed like someone had decided to carry out some impromptu justice on the street life below. I'd failed Rodrigo and I'd failed Fabiana. And that awful nightclub, the stadium, the docks. I'd been given enough chances to make this right, and again I'd blown it. Perhaps this was my punishment from the fates. Keep reliving the same mistakes for all eternity. If I filled my body with enough poison, maybe I'd forget I added another dead girl to my rap sheet. The cops didn't seem too concerned with meeting their arrest quotas. Between me and Sao Paulo's finest, it'd be a miracle if the CS were still in business by the end of the day. It was a goddamn war zone. I had to assume Giovanna and Marcelo were out there somewhere. Maybe I still had a chance to get somebody in that family through the day in one piece.
По всем стреляю, в общем, все плохие какие. Как ты говоришь, так что нечего тут жалеть.
The place was swarming with cops, but they weren't there for me, as far as I could tell. And I'd blundered my way into enough clusterfucks for one day. If these fools could buy me some time, I might have a chance to get to Marcelo and Giovanna before somebody put a bullet in their heads too.
Так, если не ты, то тебя убьют.
Ну да. Тем более в таком районе тут никому нельзя верить. Блин, зря, наверное, начал стрелять. Полицейских придется убивать. А у меня патронов нету. А вот они.
Giovanna and Marcelo were still alive, but I didn't hold out much hope they'd stay that way for long. I'd already lost the ransom money, got the hostage killed, and I was only just getting started. This was turning into another fine example of private security work.
Даже этого пацана не могу подстрелить. Нашел пару патронов.
I'd heard about these raids. Rent-a-thugs in body armor sending a message to the poor that the cops are still in charge. When they hit the favelas, they came in hard and fast. And anyone was fair game, as I was about to find out.
Тут всех подряд мочит. На этом закончились патроны. Да. Да, я боец такой. На автомат бегом. Да блин, умирай.
Зато 16 сразу патронов плюс автомат.
Да какой-то живучий паразит. Да, сейчас зато да, уже патроны и автомат. Вот, нашел запчасть. Вот расстрелял все ХП, блин, с этим боевиком. Он оказался, блин, проворнее меня, пока я прицеливался. Ну, далековато. Какие-то, блин, неубиваемые. Снова без ХП остался. Я знаю сейчас, как я буду влетать. Вот так. О, вот это попало.
I'd seen that number before. Were
Надо уже
these the same
заканчивать. Сейчас
bloodthirsty
будем
motherfuckers
заканчивать.
that
Сейчас
showed
добегу
up
в
after the
какой-нибудь
shootout
точке.
at the party? The odds of me getting out of there alive, let alone Giovanna and Marcello, were narrowing with every passing second.
О,
I guess sobriety
Это
is
отлично.
relative.
мало одна тут.
this wasn't such a good spot to enjoy the view.
Ой, меня что-то расстреляли, хорошо. Хоть через стенки не пробивает. Блин, ни одной птички. О, по мне. Пилота сбить можно? Охренеть, да.
I was still alive, and still not all that happy about it. Why did the easy way out never come? Maybe I thought I didn't deserve it.
Tá me tirando, porra! Alguma coisa, seu filho da puta! Onde tá o seu chefe, seu filho da puta? Cadê o serrano?
Man, I was guessing these guys didn't spend their spare time studying the Geneva Convention.
Что там?
Jesus Christ, these bastards weren't playing games. These were the same paramilitary cops I had seen executing fools after the failed kidnapping at the party. Nasty business. If these were the guys De Silva was worried about, maybe he had a point. Yes, this was definitely them. Jesus Christ, these bastards made the NYPD look like the Hare Krishnas.
Ладно, было уже сохранение. Все, на этой ноте мы на сегодня закончим. Всем спасибо. Всем спокойной ночи. До завтра тогда. Приходите в 8 вечера завтра. Продолжим.
Пока-пока. Спасибо за стрим.